name is Grace. I'm doing an internship with Impact Beyond Borders through the Princeton University IP program.
Could you please tell us a bit more about your project and what you've been doing?
Yeah, so Impact Beyond Borders is an NGO that works for the slum neighborhood nearby and also is in charge of the Dream School. And my work here, I've worked on the annual report, and then I also teach sessions for kids around like 13, 14 years old. And then currently I'm working on a research report on the attitude towards education and also the implementation of the RTE, the Right to Education Act, in private schools.
Perfect. How was the experience overall with the internship?
With the internship, it was, I think, just rewarding. Started off pretty unexpected. I kind of went in blind, not really knowing like how to teach kids or like what kind of research I would be doing specifically, but I think the kids, like interacting with the kids was probably the best part of the internship. And I've spoken with a lot of people about this, but those kids definitely changed the way I view a lot of things, especially just having like a more positive outlook on my life in general.
So this was your first time in India. How would you describe it?
I think India is just so full of energy. I think the kids also made me think that, just like in general, how they have so much energy, so much like brightness. But at the same time, it's also very like flexible, which is a weird combination. But yeah, it's just so much going on, so much energy in the city. But also everyone's just relaxed and flexible at the same time.
How would you describe your accommodation, activities you've done, and local support provided from SDB?
Yeah, the accommodation has been really amazing. The people always say hi. They always ask if everything's all right, and I haven't had any issues with anything. And in terms of like activities I've done, I mean, the SPB does the workshops, which has been like a lot of help just getting into like the Indian culture and everything. I love the henna workshops. I love them. And like outside of SPB, I went to a martial arts gym with one of the other interns, and support there, just meeting new people through the gym was also very rewarding. Just like meeting new people, especially people who don't even speak your language, and just trying to like communicate with them. And yeah.
Mention one memory that you will take away with you from India.
I think it's easy to say like our trips to Udaipur and like Delhi. I think I was very fortunate to have such an amazing group in Udaipur. I genuinely think that we just talked nonstop for an entire weekend. Same with Delhi. And in Jaipur, I would say my best memory is just after my sessions, after teaching sessions with the kids, sometimes I'll just like sit on the steps at the center with one of the girls, and she talks to me about like her life, and there's like one conversation where she taught me about just like her positivity and like her attitude and like never giving up, like her motto.
What specifically do you teach?
And the sessions, my first few sessions, I really focused on empowerment, trying to just really get the kids to understand what empowerment is and what it looks like, and also how they can be empowered. And a few other of my sessions were on like SWOT analysis, so teaching them to understand how to identify their strengths, weaknesses, and then also how to, I guess, combat the opportunities and threats that are like more external from them. But yeah.
Mention one challenge you faced and how did you overcome it? Among the many challenges.
I think one thing was the weather. Everyone says never go to, like, I think just like any Asian country during the summer, just because of like the humidity and everything, the heat. And so definitely it was a transition, the humidity especially. But I think that was because I brought a lot of like heavy clothing, so it was nice to just like buy Indian like more like light clothes, drinking lots of water helped. Yeah.
And having maybe AC.
Yeah, and AC. AC is very nice.
Any tips to other interns visiting Jaipur?
Yeah. I would say, I'm sure everyone would say this, but keeping an open mind. But also one thing I would say is cross the street in Jaipur especially. I think that once you learn how to cross the street, you kind of feel like the local, you kind of feel like you know what you're doing, and it's kind of empowering to just be able to navigate in like time walking through a street. But
Let's mention that you were walking to office daily.
Yes, yes, I did walk to the office daily, which obviously helped.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Grace.
Thank you.